And we're back once again. It's Wednesday, and you are doing it wrong. Well, not you, but somebody out there is. And last week, we talked about individuals. Prior to that, it's been brand after brand, company after company, logos, stores, actual legitimate businesses that just are doing it wrong. And then last week, we went into individuals who weren't really trying to accomplish anything, but they were just doing it wrong by their behavior, by stupid words that get attached to them over time. Let's bridge that gap. This is somebody in the middle. This is an individual person, not a company, but somebody who's trying to accomplish something and sell something. And we've all known somebody that's sold us something. All these parties, it's, Avon and Pampered Chef, somebody's trying to sell us cooking stuff or food or candles or scented things or, the girls have those rubber penis parties, whatever. And we all get suckered into it. I get suckered into it. And now here's somebody that's selling something else, and I don't really know what it is, and you'll see why in a second. But she's angry. So let's go ahead and blow this up and see what she has to say. She says, "Let me just mention, for all the times I've ordered from people and all their parties, candles, jewelry, makeup, food, etc., it would be nice for my friends to at least order once from me. I never have these parties, but I'm doing it now because I needed a new diaper bag." Well, I'll tell you what I'm not going to do, and that is give her $1. Which is crazy because I'm like the world's worst sucker when it comes to these kinds of things. I'm the first person to buy things I don't need all the time. Like late night infomercials and catalogs and things like this. Like I get suckered into it. Like I refuse because I'll be watching the commercials 3 o'clock in the morning, and at 3 a.m. I'm convinced that I absolutely need a laser leveled Apple Core. In 4 easy payments of, my firstborn, a kidney, my car, and the deed to my house. It's all it requires. And I'm so, how can I live without this? Like, I'm a sucker for that sort of stuff. You need this. I do need that. I'm the worst. So I gladly hand over all my money. Then I'm like, when this box arrives, and I'm like, what is this? Oh, that's the LED bedazzled cowboy hat that I bought from Jamie. Fuck. And I get buyer's remorse, but I'm an idiot. But I saw this, and I go, really? Like quid pro quo? Like sarcastic? Like, you bought from me, so you owe me. No, I really don't. I buy from people because I'm a sucker. Or because they're my friends, and I figure, I was going to buy new knives anyway, so I might as well, buy them now for twice the price because it helps out my buddy in the process. And I rationalize it and I justify it to myself. But I do it. That's why. It's not because, well, they bought from me, so I bought from them, this is ridiculous. And then, the whole, woe is me, I never do this, but, I needed this thing, and I don't know what her story is. She could have $1 million for all I know, and she's doing this just because she doesn't want to pay for the diaper bag. Or maybe, she's on hard times and she needs to accrue those points or whatever the hell they give you to get the diaper. I don't know. And I don't care, and I'm not going to find out. Because I read this, and it's you owe me one. I did it for you, so it'd be nice if you did this. I'm like, are you kidding? Are you really guilting me into, buying this shit? So, and she's never bought from me because I never had those parties, because I just ended up buying all my own shit, and then I would lose money on the deal. But I just saw that mentality, whether I've bought from her or she's bought from me, whatever the case, I just was I don't want to be part of this. No, and I block out the names because I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. Her name, her picture, everything. It's all blocked out because I really am not trying to make anybody feel bad as an individual. The people that know who this is me, her, and any mutual friends that follow JVIC Media, I suppose. But I just, and if you're offended, I apologize. I don't mean to call you out, which is why I blocked out your name. But I just want everybody to see how if you've got wares that you're trying to sell to somebody, They should stand on their own, and if they don't, if they're not cool enough, you should make them cool. You have to have this. It's half price compared to stores, or it's better, it's limited time, or it's 1 in a million, or you buy this and I'll give you this. I mean, sell to us, but, don't guilt me into buying it. That puts my wallet on lock, like, immediately. So I don't really know why that's a good sales approach. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe next week we'll go back to real brands. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's a million people that are just stinking up the place, so we'll figure it out. But here you go. Real brands screwing it up. People potentially screwing it up for themselves by their words coming back to bite them in the ass down the line. Somebody in the middle who's a person, but selling, trying to make money on it. We're all going to sell something at some point. Please sell it because it makes sense. Sell it in a way that makes somebody want it. Don't guilt them into it. It's angry. It's off-putting. And frankly, that kind of like sarcasm, nastiness is the last thing in the world that makes people feel warm and fuzzy and invited into opening up their wallets for you. There you have it. We'll see you next week.